Hey, welcome back. My name is Jay Oza. I am a writer, speaker, coach, and an eternal student. I'm sure just like you. Today I want to give you a job interview tip that I give to the people that I coach. And I think this is going to help you. And it comes down to three words: why, what, and how. Now, many of you may have read this book by Simon Sinek called Start With Why. And I don't disagree with that, but I think for a job interview, starting with why is not the right way to approach an interview. People are interviewing you for one reason. It's the what. You got to start with what when you're interviewing. Why is a curiosity thing, right? Why is a curiosity thing? Like somebody may ask me, hey, what do you do? And I would say, hey, I coach people so that they can get a high paying job. That's my what. I don't think people want to know why I'm doing it. That's the follow up. That's a curiosity question, right? Next time you meet somebody, see how it goes. You don't lead with why, you lead with what. Then you can follow up with why, right? So just be careful that this thing about why is bandied about so much that I think people kind of lose track of it. That job interview is not about why. Why is mostly, in my opinion, a curiosity thing. It's important, but it may not be that important as many people think. So you have to lead with what. Now, what is this one thing, and it's a hard skill, that the company is absolutely looking for? If you don't have that hard skill that differentiates you in some way, it could be a programming skill, maybe specific programming skill like maybe Java or Python, or it could be machine learning, could be big data, could be cybersecurity, could be even blockchain, whatever. You get the idea. You got to stand out in that one area where there is no doubt, where you can act like, I got this licked. This area is mine. I know it well enough. So that you can go in with total confidence, knowing that you got the what taken care of. If you don't have the what taken care of, you're kind of wasting your time interviewing with that particular company. You got to strengthen your what. So it starts with what. If you don't have your what strong, companies are not going to hire you. Because today companies want superstars. They want what they call A players. And what they mean by A players is that they don't need to question your what, because they don't know you. But one thing they can determine is that your what is something that makes you stand out. And that's what they're focusing on, your what. Okay, so then the question you may be asking is, well, what about the soft skills? Aren't they important? I'm going to give you an answer that you're not going to get from other. Soft skills are not that important. For interviews, they're absolutely not important. Having said that, to do a job well, it's like a graph. You start with, so you're here. It starts with what, then the what starts becoming less important, and the soft skills become more important. But to get the job, it's got to be the what. You've got to wow them with your what. And then how well you succeed will determine on these intangible skills, not just your technical skills, because technical skills gets you the job. Hard skills gets you the job. But soft skills makes you successful and gets you promoted. Keep that in mind. So when you're interviewing for a job, you've got to lead with your hard skills. Your hard skills should not leave any kind of a doubt. So then the question is, how do you demonstrate your soft skills? It's how you interview. Soft skills is how you interview, how you ask questions, how you reframe a question. That's how they're going to determine, like, this guy knows his stuff, and I like the way he interacted with me. That's your soft skill. So when they ask you, like, do you have good communication skills? You don't say yes, you demonstrate. Soft skills is what you show. It's a show me skill. The hard skills is where you really have to push yourself and sell yourself that you got the hard skills, that you are confident that when you get the job, you're not going to be intimidated. You can hit the ground and start running. Okay? So we covered the what, we covered the how. How is throughout the entire interview, you're demonstrating your soft skills. You can't show your soft skills, right? Because you didn't get the job. So soft skill is going to be demonstrated from start to finish, how you do it. And there are videos that I've recorded that shows you on the soft skills, how you can do it. And at one day, I may even delve into that in more detail. And this is what I coach when I coach people on how to do all these things. Now, one thing we haven't addressed is the why. Why is the curiosity question? At some point, if the interview is good, that question will come up. So it could be me, Jay, or it could be you if I'm coaching you. Jay, why do you coach? What gets you excited about coaching? Why coaching? That's a curiosity question. That's when you want to listen. What drives this person to pursue this field? What is it about it that gives you the inner essence of the person? And there's one other question is the who. Who are you? That's like, tell me something about yourself. It's more about who are you? Why should I pay attention to you? Why should I consider even hiring you? So, and where have you done all these things? Locations are important. Where did you start? Where did you end up? Where did you take transit? Detours, etc. So where is what? So these type of questions are basically basic. You've got to know how to address the what. You lead with what. You demonstrate how throughout the process, how you interview, because that shows how you do the job. So it's a proxy for doing a job. It's a word that I like. It's a phrase I keep using. Job interview is a proxy for doing a job. Then you have the why, which is a curiosity. Why are you a programmer? Why are you a scientist? Why are you an accountant? Why are you a marketing specialist, etc.? Why is very important. Then comes the who. Who are you? Most of the time when you interview, that's the first thing that they should be asking. Tell me something about yourself. And the way you hit it out of the park is they should get a feeling of who you are. And you got to practice that. You got to really rehearse that, and you got to put on a performance. And where did you start? Where did you go to college? Where did you work? So where is also very important. So basically, you got who, where, how, what, and of course, when is the timing. So when is also important, and why. Okay. So all these things, it's not that difficult. You just got to put down who. Who are you? What? What is the main thing you're leading with? How? You're going to demonstrate it. Where? What are some of the important places you ended up? When? Timing. Times are very important because a lot of things we do is being in the right place at the right time. So location and timing are very important. So you got a framework on really acing an interview. Now I got to tell you one thing before I end this. One time I interviewed for a job. It was a small company, and the CEO, I thought I was going to meet him for half an hour, and indeed I ended up talking to him for over an hour and a half. And the whole question was, tell me about yourself from the start, pretty much when I was born, to now. And he never asked a question. All he did was jotted down notes, and at the end of the interview, he had more than 3 pages of notes on what I said. The mistake I made is I should have gotten that notes from him because I would have liked to know what he wrote down that I could have used as my biography. And that was it. And I ended up getting that job. And he told me that he only asked that one question because he can pretty much gauge whether I was the right fit, what I knew, how passionate I was, and how I described everything. And he said that's what he was looking for. That gave me a sense of who I am. And he said, look, other people will determine whether I have the right technical skills, but I want to know who you are. And I got a very good feeling. And since this was my on-site interview, they already know that I was technically competent. Ended up getting a job. So keep that in mind. One last thing, I authored this book last year. It's called Winning Speech Moments: How to Achieve Your Objective with Anyone, Anytime, Anywhere. Pick it up. It's on Kindle right now. Well, it's always going to be on Kindle. It's for $2.99. It's a lot of good information here. It's a little bit thick because I really wanted to get a lot in it, and there's so much stuff I had to leave out. So pick it up because it focuses on three things that I think are important when you're speaking: the content, the message, and the performance. And I cover this in quite a bit of detail. And at the end of it, if you practice, you can do well with anybody, whether it's one-on-one, one to few, or one to many. Okay, again, my name is Jay Oza. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, and after you read the book, if you want to interview me for half an hour, hey, I'm all game. If you buy my book, I'll give you half an hour. Okay? Love talking to you. Thank you for watching.